Hey man, what's up?
Nothing, just trying to figure out what to do with my life.
Yeah? Any promising ideas? Gonna start your own lemonade stand?
There are just so many options out there, I don't even know where to start.
You know what really helped me, because I was kind of going through the same thing, is actually finding a mentor.
Yeah, mentor, what's that?
Well, mentor is just someone I can connect with in the professional world. They help me to understand career options and just look in different industries that I was interested in.
So isn't that the same thing as networking?
Not really. Networking is more like establishing contacts at different companies that you're interested in. Mentoring is a one-on-one relationship with someone specific who can help you learn about different jobs and just educate you on different industries that you might be interested in.
So what's the real purpose of mentoring? To find a job?
A job can be a byproduct, but really mentoring is just to help you as you're going through your college career, to help you gain some skills and confidence and just educate you more on all the different options out there.
Okay, that sounds cool, but a little weird.
How so?
Well, am I supposed to just call up some guy and say, hey, want to be my mentor? It could be a little awkward.
Yeah, that does sound awkward. The nice thing was I did it through the BYU Management Society and it wasn't awkward at all.
Management Society, is that group you're part of at the Marriott School?
Yeah, and they have a mentoring program in place already that makes it really easy and simple to do. You want to see how it works?
Sure.
So the first thing you want to do is watch this training video. Then read through the training document and start looking for a mentor that's a good match for you.
Is that it?
Pretty much. Then you'll contact the Management Society and they'll make you a member of the Mentoring LinkedIn group.
LinkedIn, why LinkedIn?
Well, as you can see on this computer, LinkedIn has a wealth of information about people you want to connect with, and it's really easy to use.
Okay.
So after you've done this training, you're ready to start searching for a mentor who's a good match for you. And in order to do that, they asked us to set some long-term goals to help us think of, who we would want to contact and who would be a good mentor for us.
What do you mean?
Well, think about it. If you want to look just at this computer, I typed up some long-term goals, essentially some things that I wanted to get out of this mentoring relationship to help me know whether or not it was successful. So there were 4 things that I thought about. The first one was, how long did I want this relationship to go for? It's me and the mentor both needed to know kind of how long we were expecting to be connected. The second one was, what did I want to learn about my mentor? Maybe their experience in a specific job, or maybe they went to graduate school somewhere that I want to learn about. The third thing was, what skills did I want to gain from this experience? Resume writing, cover letter, maybe interview skills. And then finally, what jobs or industries was I interested in? As you can see, I wrote down a few different companies that I wanted to look at, and also some goals on who I wanted to interview with. And I even asked my mentor if they knew anyone that they could connect me with in these companies.
Okay, I think I get it. So basically, before searching for a mentor, I need to establish some expectations on what I want to contribute and also what I want to receive from the relationship.
Exactly, you're right on.
So what do I do next?
So what you want to do then is go to LinkedIn and search for a mentor. The great thing about LinkedIn is it has a lot of great search functions where you can find people you're specifically interested in. Let me just show you how I approached it. I went to the advanced search area, and I knew a couple of things. I wanted to find someone who had been working in Salt Lake City, which is where I'm from. And also I was really interested in the company Oracle. And so you can search through some past companies. And when I did that, I found Steve Elder. He was a great guy. I looked at his profile just to make sure that he was someone that I felt would be a good mentor for me, and scanned through it. And decided to contact him.
Okay, great. So once you find someone who matches you, how do you contact them? Do you send them a message? Are they expecting that?
Yeah, so you send them a message, and the great thing about this group is anyone who's part of the LinkedIn mentoring group has indicated that they want to be a mentor. So you can feel comfortable contacting them and not worry about them being too busy or anything like that.
So how did your first phone call go?
It was really good. The nice thing is because I had established some of those expectations, I knew what I wanted to talk about with Steve. And he had watched the same training video and knew what to expect. So what we did is we just took some time to get to know each other and then talked through our expectations, the goals that I had set, and agreed on a few of them that we'd work towards throughout the mentoring relationship.
So how did you keep your relationship going?
Great question, because after we set those goals, it was kind of like, okay, wow, how are we going to, keep this on a consistent basis? So what we did is we set short-term goals. Essentially, at the end of each mentoring session we'd talk about, what we had learned and when we wanted to speak next and what we'd want to talk about. So for example, Steve said, I know you want to learn about the company Oracle. Here's a couple of articles you can read. Next time we'll talk through those and talk a little bit about my experience at that company. And that really helped us because every time we'd speak, every 2 or 3 weeks, we'd follow up on what we'd learned and then we'd move on to another topic.
So what did you do at the end? Do you still have a relationship with your mentor?
Yeah. So Steve and I, we talked about the relationship lasting through the school year. So at the end of the school year, I had met the goals I set about interviewing with some firms, and he was really excited for me. And he just, said, hey, let's keep in touch. I want to hear about what's going on in your life. We don't speak every 2 or 3 weeks like we did during the mentoring relationship, but I hear from him, and I'll contact him too with some big events going on in my life.
This sounds really cool. I think this could help me out a lot.
Great. Let's find you a mentor.
All right.